Okay, today I'm here with Jack Julian. And which branch of the military did you serve?
Army.
Sir? Army? What years?
68, 70.
68, 70. Drafted, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, I was out of college. Well, I didn't finish college, but I quit, and they had me within a month.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And if I waited one more year, they started the lottery, and my number was 305.
Oh, man. Wow. So, looking back, do you think you should have stayed in school? Will you wish you stayed in school?
Maybe. I don't know. I probably still would have done what I'm doing when I retired anyway.
Yeah. Well, so that's good. What'd you do while you were in the Army?
Well, I went in as infantry, of course.
Yeah.
And then I was in the infantry for like 3 or 4 months, and then they switched me to a job in the rear.
Okay. What'd you do after that?
Kind of supervising Vietnamese people on the base.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How long were you overseas for?
A year.
Yeah. What'd you do when you got back?
Well, when I got back, I went to Fort Carson
in Colorado
until I got out.
Yeah, my mom and my stepdad both were stationed out there. Yeah, my mom as a nurse.
Pretty area.
Yeah. Oh God, it's overcrowded now, man.
Oh, I bet
it's so
is.
bad.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks because they lived out there for years and years and years, and they may move back, but like. Every year I'd go out there, I was just like, God, there's more people. Next year I'd be like, oh my God, this is happening. And
right,
it's just,
right. Yeah,
it's
I wouldn't
insane.
Even recognize it.
And try to buy a house out there. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
But yeah, gorgeous place though.
Yeah.
And I bet in the late 60s, early 70s, it was paradise.
Yeah. It wasn't that crowded.
Yeah, I bet it was awesome. You could do anything out there. So what'd you do when you got out of the Army?
I worked at a bank for like 3 years or so. And then I got on at the railroad and I worked there 13 till Burlington Northern took over from Frisco.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you worked for Frisco?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when I hired on.
Yeah. What'd you do for
I worked
them?
in the shops.
Okay.
So I was a Carmen welder, but Burlington didn't need the shop, so they closed it about 6 years after they took over.
Wow.
So, of course, they're not out. The shops aren't out there anymore. So
tell me this: why do we not have like personal railroad access down here? Like, why don't we have an Amtrak? Why don't we?
I guess we weren't big. They tried to get. I heard they tried to get it in years ago, and maybe there wasn't enough.
Can you imagine how awesome it would be if we had that down here? Get to Kansas City, go to games, take the train. Go to shows, take the train.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Can you make a phone call?
You could go to Chicago or anywhere.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've taken St. Louis to Chicago many times, and I love it. It's so easy.
I wouldn't drive in Chicago again if they paid me.
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
And just now coming back from the South, I'll tell you right now, it's gotten worse since before the pandemic. It's like the poor places in the South that were poor before are even more desolate now, and it's my God, it's very tense down there, in a lot of places that have really, really high poverty, especially right now. But anyway, we were way off topic. That's cool that you work for the railroad. What'd you do after that?
Post office. I worked for them for 34 years.
Okay, so that's where you ended up.
That's where I retired.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Did you were you in Springfield? Or?
Yes, yeah. I was a rural carrier.
Oh, I bet you like that.
Yeah, but it was in town, and I mean
Rural's not rural now.
Well, they do have rural ones, but mine wasn't.
Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. So just pretty much kept serving because those are, essentially service jobs too. We don't run without the railroad. We definitely don't run without the post office.
They're getting ready to strike now. That's going to be bad. They wouldn't let us strike when I worked for them.
Really?
Yeah.
In the railroad?
Congress would jump on it if they closed it for.
Because everything, just like with truck drivers, man.
Yeah.
If it stops,
they said they lose, what is it, $2 billion a day if the railroad stops?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the railroad has a big part of the infrastructure, but truck drivers, man, it's that our blood runs on that stuff.
Right,
it's like oil in an engine. If it stops, the engine stops. That's just the way it goes. But anyway, the same thing with our military. So thank you so much for your service, and thank you so much for coming to lunch with me today, sir.
Thank you.